Okay, Norm, can you do the roll call, please?
Sure. Deb?
Here.
Dave?
Here.
Carolyn?
Here.
And Joe?
Here.
All here.
Okay, I think the next order of business will be the oath of offices for us that were just re-elected.
So, you wanna,
I will do this. State of Wisconsin, Marathon County, I, Carolyn J. Opitz, having been elected to the office of Chairperson of Town of McMillan, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin, and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability. So help me God.
State of Wisconsin, Marathon County, I, David L. Swenson, having been elected or appointed to the office of Town Board Supervisor, swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin, and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability, so help me God.
State of Wisconsin, Marathon County. I, Joseph W. Berger, having been elected to the office of Town Board Supervisor, swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin, and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability, so help me God.
No, the rest of it he does. Just sign
thank you, Trey. Maybe you're in.
Okay, thank you. All right, visitors. Okay. Comments from the audience? Okay. Approval of minutes, town board meeting minutes, April 13th, 2015. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
I so move.
I'll second. Motion has been made and seconded to approve the town board meeting minutes of April 13th, 2015. Is there any discussion or corrections? Okay, Norm, we'll take a vote.
Yes, Deb?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
I'm
Carolyn?
going to abstain.
And Joe?
Aye.
Okay, carried. Okay, reports of Plan Commission. John is not here, so I will report for him that we do have a person that is interested in the position of the for the new Planning Commissioner, but they did not meet last month, so they're hoping to meet with that person this week and or this month, and we can hold this over to the next meeting. Then under unfinished business, approved, disapproved land division for Jacob and Joyce Stieber, Drake Avenue. Apparently they have not completed all the paperwork that needs to be done, so we'll have to hold that one over for next month also. Okay, fire department.
We have two new applicants that have just joined the department and have been okayed by the officers. Savannah Zimmerman and Adam Kildahl. That brings our roster up to 18 at this time.
Is Savannah 18?
Yes.
Okay.
She's still in high school, but she is 18.
Okay. Yeah, I know who she is, that's why I asked. Do you know who the boyfriend is?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
We have the whole story. We have finished the SCBA fit test. That's basically the masks and how they fit onto people's faces. That's basically a no cost to us. the county, through the fire boards, have purchased this through the county, and then we're allowed to use it at times throughout the year. And our time is right now, so I've got everybody fit tested for their mask. Our Mavis cards, I'm hoping to have them completed, and we'll be handing them out Wednesday at our quarterly meeting at the county. We're about halfway through our post testing for the year. Hopefully we'll have it completed tomorrow night. You're going to be seeing a Smokey the Bear sign, one which is basically the fire danger level. We got that purchased through our DNR grant. My daughter, Alicia Power, will be putting that up, and she will also be painting the easier sections of our sign in front of the fire station, and then we'll be getting one piece, I believe, replaced from Stratford's sign. I have not yet got a quote on that, but it's starting to deteriorate. It's like a hardboard. Once the paint's gone, then it starts eating away, so. Let's see. We are still working on our webpage. I apologize that it's not all up to date yet, but we're working on getting basically we're gonna start with a home page, and then we'll start building from there. The city holds during the June Dairy Days on Friday, what they refer to as Picnic in the Park. We'll be there that evening, so if you want to have any kids or whatever, come on into the Picnic in the Park. That is, what's the?
May 29th.
May 29th, and it's at
5 o'clock, I think.
What time?
5 o'clock.
Pat said that the roads were still soft when I made this out, and he'd like us to give it another week or so before we start driving the trucks around for the purpose of driver's training. So you'll see us driving around more often now that the roads are getting better. And then I have some stuff here from the EMS coordinator.
One thing I forgot to put in the report for you guys is the weekend of April 24th, we had a Girl Scout first aid and safety weekend. We had 57 Girl Scouts at the fire station Friday night. They all completed their first aid badge and safety pin. And then on Saturday, I had, between girls and adults, I had 16 show up to be certified in CPR and first aid when I was done at 5 o'clock that day with them. So we had a pretty good turnout for that. And they want to come every other year to the fire station and do the first aid and safety weekend every other year, because then they graduate to a new level in Girl Scouts. 3 new skills we're going to get this year. We're going to be able to give aspirin for chest pain patients. We'll also be able to give Narcan for opioid overdoses that we have, and also Adderall we will be able to administer as first responders. As soon as I help Scotty Owen from Mid-State Tech put those curriculums together, we'll get them out there, we'll get them taught, and they'll get everything we need to be on board, hopefully by the end of the year, if not the first of next year, with those all on board and ready to go. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ruth?
Okay, the winter and spring activities are over, and I'm not aware of what's happening in summer because we've changed our day for the library board meetings. That won't be until next Tuesday, so I don't know for sure what that is. The News Herald is changing its policies for some articles going into the paper. Lori's monthly column is discontinued, which will hurt some in terms of information coming out. So again, I would suggest people go to the website for the library, marshfieldlibrary.org. Yeah.
We'll have to put a link on there, on the website for that.
Yeah.
I think there already is, but for any updates or whatever.
Yeah.
What is it again? Library what?
Marshfieldlibrary.org.
Okay.
And the library will be one of the features on My Town Marshfield later in May. I think that's Channel 9, but I can't remember.
It is.
Oh.
Is it 9?
9.
Yeah, thank you. And then, to my great delight, Michael Perry is coming to Marshfield for book signing, June 20th on a Saturday, 2 in the afternoon.
County Marshall Library? At the
At the
library?
library,
Okay.
sponsored by Book World.
When was the date?
20th of June.
Okay. Very good, thank you. Okay, supervisors. I don't have anything to report at this time. So, on to you, Dave.
I guess as far as the highway, as was alluded to earlier, a lot of the frost is still coming out of the roads. If we can avoid any heavy equipment, we're keeping the road limit signs on. I know there's been some farm equipment moving around, there's been some fertilizer trucks moving through, simply because of the month. Someone may or may not have talked to you, Joe. Last month, we decided about bids. I didn't get to that meeting, I was in the cornfield, buying corn, so. There was a consensus by the people that met and got a general idea. We only got one bid for calcium chloride, so that's a no-brainer. There's about $33,000 difference on the asphalt maintenance. In other words, crack sealing. And we've had issues with warranty work with Farner before. They've come back, so I think we may revisit that one. One of the quotes that was for Galvin, and with the construction of Highway E, we know already we're getting a lot more traffic coming on our roads this east of E. Base course was real competitive. They're within a couple of them were within 2 cents per ton, and we had a $190,000 bid from Laddick, $150 from Bugar, and $174 from Earth. I know a couple of those. One at least is involved in the County Trunk E construction, so that sort of leaves, to my estimation, probably going to take the priority. So our work on Drake Avenue will happen, but we've got to get the roads in shape first and get that chloride on and get the frost out. So, anything else that I missed? I think that's it, unless anybody has any questions. Thank you.
Okay, Deb?
As I brought up before, the bridge, we're going to take a look at that because it's heaving up on one side. The bathrooms are open up there now. The lawn has been mowed at one sort, right, Ronnie? And the website is coming along. The fire department is working on that. So we're going.
Okay, good. Joe?
As I said before, I only had the 2 permits that I had. I haven't got any more permits requested. And they only had one contact with one person that was hauling. And I don't know where that came, well, it came from the farmer first and then from the hauler. And I discussed it with him, and he was using about a quarter mile of one of our roads to get to a field, that's all. And he was not in a position where he needed a permit. He was under the limits where he didn't need a permit. So, and I've been in the process of contacting the other farmers that are should be affected. I expect they're going to be affected by this, and making sure they know what's going on.
We have had a lot of calls for haulers and for equipment and so forth. I have had wanting to put in new culverts and what have you, and I told them all no, not yet, till the limits go
Oh,
off.
from truckers that want
Yes, yes,
excavation company.
yes.
Okay.
You know, everybody's got spring fever.
Oh, sure.
They're ready to go.
The weather is everybody wants to get started.
Yeah,
They won't tomorrow.
yeah.
It's supposed to get cold tonight.
Oh, yeah, so, anyway, okay, thank you. Okay, we'll go to the clerk.
Yes, please. The bottom part of your Town of McMillan financial report dated April 30th, 2015. April 2015 reconciliation, beginning balance April 1st, $721,673.94. April receipts, $41,899.48. Under April disbursements, payroll liabilities from March, paid in April, $1,916.82. Unpaid payroll liabilities for April, $38,1748. And other disbursements in April, $60,295.69. A total of April disbursements of $58,395.03. Ending balance, April 30th, 2015, $705,178.39.
It's yours.
She's up next, so.
Sorry.
Then, under, I guess
Yeah,
not.
don't you know how to shut it off?
Here, throw that with this one. Okay, under Town of McMillan, our Pioneer Bank checking account register, checks written. About a page and a half on the back side. We have a total of checks written during the period of April 14th, 2015 through May 11th, 2015 of $38,919.62. This includes checks numbered 13419 through 13457, excluding voided check number 13426, and also include check numbers 45, 46, and 50. And somebody might ask what happened to 47, 48, and 49. Check number 47 was reported last month, and check numbers 48 and 49 will be reported next month for federal and state withholding taxes. Any questions or thoughts?
The B&H one for $9,834, that was for the
That was
plow
a
truck,
Ladder truck.
or ladder truck.
letter.
Yes.
Yes.
Then Gold Rush Hosting for 13428 for $1,019.
I do happen to have those with me.
It's gonna be Gold Rush Hosting, I think that's the website.
It's at the website, I believe
I
it
think
is.
so.
Oh, okay. It didn't seem familiar, so
That sounds all right.
Let me just get it, 134.
28.
It could very well be, but that's not the. You're talking about the new website, correct?
Yeah.
I just never heard it called that. Is that what it is?
I don't have that file with me. Oh,
Bruce, do you know?
No.
I think Gold Rush is John, though. What's his last name?
It starts with a
Horofsky.
J, yeah.
Horofsky.
Horowski.
But he used to be TZNet, and so once he
then
sold out to
what?
Solaris, then he may have changed his name, I don't know what it is.
Can't remember what
Does that amount sound right?
it could very well be. It's in the vicinity. So,
Let me come back to you with that.
Okay, thank you.
And what was the number that you were talking about, the first one?
that was number 13441 for D&H.
Oh, yeah, okay, got it. Yes, okay. Okay, do we have a motion to accept the clerk's report in the checks?
I make a motion to accept the financial report and the checks as presented after checking out the Bill Rush hosting one.
Yes.
And that would be check numbers 13419 through 13457, excluding voided check 13426, and checks 45, 46, and 50.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, a motion is made to accept the clerk's report and checks 13419 through 13457, with a question mark on, I just marked it,
13428.
13428, and what this is about, but, and then 45, 46, and 50.
Excluding,
Excluding the check 13426, I thought I said that, did I not? So,
So noted.
okay. Is there any further discussion? Okay, we can vote on.
Okay, Joe,
aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Deb,
Aye.
okay, all ayes.
Okay, Ann?
Okay, other questions, so are we holding that 13428 until next month?
No, we're just holding it until we can verify that it was for the website,
Oh, okay.
so we know for sure that's. what
Just
it's
so we
for.
know for sure.
Okay. Just checking, because I
Yeah.
have to mail it out.
Yeah, right.
Sign it and mail it.
April financial report, the checking account balance from the bank statement was $217,948.65. Outstanding checks were $4,253.96. Checking account balance on April 30th was $213,694.69. The tax savings account balance is $365,914.20. Fire department equipment CD is $10,102.03. Public works replacement apparatus CD is $60,137.51. Park fund savings account is $15,004.34. Volunteer firefighters fund savings account is $40,325.62. We transferred $300 to the checking account for the DFIB grant that they bought the DFIB earlier in the year. And we also transferred $2,500 to the checking account for the half payment of the pressure washer. The total cash on hand at April 30th, 2015 was $705,178.39. And we still have the Citizen State Bank of Loyal loan for the fire truck for $140,000.
And then we have a payment due to them next month, am I correct?
Correct.
Right.
Mid-June.
Okay, so that'll work out with our meeting to approve it before.
Let's see, our meeting is June. Right there,
Because I don't think we want to be late on that one.
no, please not.
It'd be June 8th.
8, yeah, we're
Yeah, I
good.
think it's after that, because
We're good.
Yeah. Well, Carol and I don't know what time we talked about, because we thought it was in March.
Yeah.
June 18th,
Oh, then we're good.
June 18th.
I'll make a motion to accept the financial report of April 30th as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made to accept the financial report of April 30th, 2015, and seconded. Is there any further discussion? I just have one question on this tax savings account. When do you transfer that?
when you start running out of money in the checking account,
So you just let it,
just leave it there.
just
because
leave it
it's-
there until
It's
then?
collecting interest in the tax savings account, and it's
Okay.
not collecting interest in the checking account.
So you just do, and you don't usually do the whole amount at one
I
time?
don't transfer it all at once, because
Just what is
why
needed.
lose all that interest?
Right.
you know?
Sure, exactly.
All
Okay.
that interest.
Transfer is needed.
So much, so much, yeah, okay.
But
All
it
right.
is some.
Okay. Okay, all right. So,
And, the outstanding checks, I had a couple of old checks and they cleared this month, so
And we're
we're down to just April checks again, so that's good.
I cashed mine. So, okay. Very good. All right, shall we vote?
Sure. Joe,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Deb,
Aye.
all ayes, thank you.
Okay.
Before we continue on, Carolyn,
Yes.
I have the check number 13428, if I can go back to my report. To
Oh,
Gold Rush Hosting Solutions, $1,019.50.
yes.
It is for the website development,
Okay.
$900, and then a couple other $99.50 and $20 and so forth, but that is
Okay,
the
that's what it's
website.
for then.
Thank you.
I just didn't know what the name of his company was, because his email address is way off to that.
And when he answers the phone too, and
Yeah.
the answering machine is not that either, it's a
No.
computer place.
But the price, he had quoted me somewhere between 12 and 1,800,
Okay.
so. But we're far from done.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Baby steps.
okay. So how much more money are we gonna spend?
It depends how big the website gets.
Okay.
There's a lot of old stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
I went looking through there the other day and it's, there's a lot of old stuff that needs to be updated and I don't know how you do it.
I think that's the plan, right?
That is the plan, but we,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
like
a
this-
section at a time.
That FAQ is probably the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So like you probably need to go in there and check what's in there under fire department and plan commission needs to go in there and,
Well, we're not even close to the plan commission yet.
yeah.
We're working on.
I mean, you know, that FAQ,
Mhm.
all these different departments should
Mm-hmm.
check their stuff.
Okay, well, we'll move on to,
Also change my report to reflect that we did answer that then. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Okay.
Sure.
mhm. Okay, unfinished business. Approve, disapprove mutual aid ambulance contract with Stratford. Lori, did you?
Oh,
want-
you're waiting for me.
You guys like, oh, well, is it you or is it Ron?
No, it's me.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, I had some. The only reason I need the mutual aid contract with Stratford for the ambulance is because they are not part of the MAVIS. They are a standalone fire department. And to have them on my mass casualty card and my life safety card for MAVIS, I need to have a separate mutual aid agreement signed by the town chairman and their police and fire commission, just so I can call them if I need their ambulance for a mass casualty incident.
Okay. You've all got a copy of this.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to read through the whole thing?
I think so, I already read it.
Okay. So it basically is just the assistance with the ambulance service with Stratford.
Correct. Just for my MAVIS card only.
And you agreed to this already? I mean, you do agree to this?
Yes,
Okay, it's being presented.
yes.
Okay. Do we have a motion to accept this?
I'll make a motion to approve the mutual aid ambulance contract with the Stratford Fire Department.
Second that.
The motion has been made and seconded to approve the mutual aid ambulance service with the Stratford Fire Department. Is there any further discussion?
And then there's no fee-based call, only if it's called
Right,
upon,
it'd
but
only
there's
be
no
if they-
maintenance like we have with Marshall.
Right, it's only if there's people that are transported and stuff, and then it basically gives them the right to bill the people, and they'd be billing at their rate.
Okay,
And it's the same agreement that they have with Edgar, and so it's their standard agreement.
Wouldn't they be better off to go with Mavis?
That's up to their board,
That's up to
and
their board and their
Yeah, but I mean,
at their time, their feeling is right now, on their board, they think that they're making more money off of departments that come in and sign contracts with them than if they would just equalize it out.
Mm,
But they have no real backing for that yet, I mean, but it's their feeling, so.
yeah.
And their board consists of a representative from each of the municipalities that they serve, correct?
Yes.
And that's what, 7 or 8?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And they are discussing it, so it's not out of the realm, it's just they have not this time committed, so.
Also, down here in the bottom of it, it says, when we have signed and sealed it this 11th day of May 2013, I did change that to 2015. Okay,
Oh, Laurie, do you have a copy of that?
I do.
here you go. Here. Lots of copies.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay, all right, so let's vote on that.
okay. Deb,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
all ayes.
Okay, next is the discussion of using the town's website as an official posting site. As you know, we have our 3 posting sites are Belvedere, Mullins, and then here outside of the building. I guess that we can use the website as instead of one of these others. Is that correct?
Well, what
Or-
I'd recommend is that we not adopt this just yet. I don't think our website's far enough along.
Oh, that sounds great.
I think we should continue to post as we are, and once the website,
Then we always used to put the agendas on there anyway,
Yeah.
so, and the minutes and.
let's post as we are and continue to get the website further along.
Yeah, when
Sounds
the web- Excuse me, when the website comes up, we can put everything on the website, but it just won't replace an official,
I wouldn't
it
do it.
won't be an
just yet.
official site
Mhm.
that would replace anything.
All we can eliminate really is one, am I correct?
Yeah, you still gotta have 3 sites.
Yeah.
And that can be one of them.
Mm-hmm. Cause not
That,
everybody.
it's not, yeah, that was, yeah, it can be one, but not the other. So we'd have to decide which
Also,
one we
along
would
this line,
change.
at the annual meetings, the question came up about, a notice being in the News Herald.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything was addressed about that at all.
For posting?
Well, for either posting or at least putting notice in that we're about the meetings and.
Isn't there a section in the, there is a section in the News Herald under Marathon County meetings. And,
Are we on that?
no,
Okay.
and that's what you're alluding to?
I don't know.
I see it occasionally.
One of the
Yeah,
people
Dorothy
from
Wilson
the
brought it up.
town asked if we couldn't do something to get our meeting notices on the News Herald.
We can, we have to pay for them.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, I know, I think there's a place where
Dave thinks there's a place where you can get them in there for nothing.
they have American County meetings.
Well, we have, there's some of our business is included in there
Right.
periodically.
Yep, I
And
see
it will
that.
give you, it will list for some of the notices, and it will list like McMillan Day, you know, the marathon counties that are
Well, there's-
involved.
It's
You
events.
you can post a legal notice and you have to pay for that.
Right.
Mhm.
I think I've seen what you're talking about.
Mhm.
It's like the 2nd or the 3rd page into the
Mhm.
paper, and it's more of a news article.
Right.
And it lists all the meetings for the week, something like that. I think that's what you're talking
Yeah,
about, is
yeah.
and that's probably free.
Right.
Norm, why don't you check on that? See if there is a cost on that, and if there isn't, we could always just email them something to post.
I shall switch.
Okay, so we're just gonna hold on that, on the
Website.
website. Okay, the last article under unfinished business is approved bids for the highway projects.
For calcium chloride, because we only had one, and that was for Wisconsin Salt Solutions for dust control at 98 cents per gallon, delivered and applied, plus a fuel charge at 98 cents per gallon. I move to adopt that to the Wisconsin Salt Solutions company.
I'll second.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to accept the Wisconsin Salt Solutions dust control calcium chloride proposal, 38% solution, 98 cents a gallon, delivered, applied, and fuel charge.
How much is the fuel charge?
It didn't say what it was, it was just
It's
included,
all
part of the 98.
contract that we got. And the same thing, there's a fuel surcharge also on the garbage, depending on, and you probably heard about that one in there. It's in the contract.
Oh, yes.
If it goes up above a certain amount, then they get to charge you extra for
Yeah.
it. So,
They do know prices are down right now, don't
Diesel's really down.
they? Yeah,
Huge.
but I mean, a couple of years ago, it
Do
wasn't
we get a
gas
fuel
prices were what?
unsurcharge?
Pardon?
Do we get a fuel unsurcharge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds so no.
They should.
Yeah, okay. Okay, is there any discussion about this? Okay, we'll take a vote for the calcium chloride.
Calcium chloride, Deb?
Wisconsin?
Aye.
Dave?
aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion carried.
Okay, then for base course, there was $7.15 per ton from Bugar. Earth Inc. had $7.17, and Laddick had $7.69. I move that we take Bugar Construction base course bid at $7.15 per ton.
Is that your motion?
Yes.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to award the base course to Paul Bugar at $7.15 per ton. Is there any other discussion?
Does he have a surcharge too? Fuel surcharge?
No. No.
Just checking.
Certificate of insurance, that was provided.
Yes.
Isn't he incorporated?
I don't know. Vote one.
All set?
Mm-hmm.
Joe?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Deb?
Aye.
And then the last one was for the road prep over on Drake. Laddick had a bid of $190,830. Bugar,
Laddick, you said?
Laddick
Okay.
Construction. Bugar Construction had a bid of $150,076. And Earth Incorporated had a bid of $174,680.
How come such a big difference?
We looked through them, as I understood, you looked through them, and there was a big difference on some of the culverts and what was proposed. They were comparing apples to apples, but whether they got their culverts from a different place or a more competitive bid or had them ordered ahead of time, that was one of the big ones. And then the other was
Drain tile
drain
was
tile
big.
was another big one, right? So with that being said, I move that we take the road bid for Drake Avenue at $150,000 and $150,076.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to accept for the road bid for Drake Avenue to Paul Bugar at a cost of $150,076.
I have a question, on the one for Bugar for $150,000, that meets all the specs, our requirements that we had in the specs?
Yes.
Okay.
Which,
That's all, they're all in there.
what question do you need as far as,
Bugar's.
Does it meet all the specs that we require?
right,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, that's a
Good hunk of change.
Well, 3 of them are.
Yep, yep.
I don't need to see it, I just, you're the one that's supposed to know that, that's why I asked you.
That's
Does
my
it meet all the specs?
That's my recommendation. He's worked for us before.
Mm.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay, we'll vote, Norm.
Deb,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
all ayes.
Okay. Okay, we'll move to new business. We have an affidavit here. I think it's called an affidavit. Just gotta find it here. The right one. This is the one that we enter into with Marshfield Utilities every year. It's between the town of McMillan and Marshfield Utilities. It's the Wisconsin Department of Transportation states that before we will be issued any permits for work performed along state trunk highways, we must first obtain written consent from the town board in the township that the permit application is being applied for. This is provided for in Wisconsin statute section 86.161, which states as follows. Any person, firm, or corporation, including any foreign corporation authorized to transact business in this state with the written consent of the department with respect to state trunk highways and with the written consent of local authorities with respect to highways under their jurisdiction, including connecting highways, construct and operate telegraph, telephone, or electric lines or pipes or pipelines for the purpose of transmitting messages, water, heat, light, or power along, across, or within the limits of the highway. We would appreciate you bringing this matter before your board to have it signed and then file it to you and return it to your files. So, do we have a motion to?
And this is saying that they can work up flat.
Yeah, that
By the
it says that they can work by the roads, but we'll have, they have to be, we have to give them approval that they can come in and check it out.
This is the same thing we've been doing every year.
It's the same thing every year.
I make a motion that we approve them.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve the Town of McMillan and Marshfield Utilities affidavit. Is there any further discussion? Okay, we'll take a vote.
Deb,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
all ayes.
All ayes. Yeah, this affidavit shall remain in effect from July 1st, 2015 until July 1st, 2016. So they'll be back again next year. Okay. Appointment of new town supervisor. Okay, I at this time would like to appoint our new town supervisor, Gary Friends. Anybody have any questions for Gary or any discussion?
We have to have a motion for that.
You're right,
So
right.
I'll make a motion then to approve Gary Franz for new town supervisor.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to appoint Gary Franz as the new town supervisor to fulfill the term of Norm Kummer, which will be
That'll be
1
1 year.
and
1
1
year.
year. Mhm. Okay, any discussion? Any questions, Gary? No?
You
Okay.
still want this?
You two,
Yeah.
you two talked.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did, we met. Okay, Norm, let's vote.
Joe,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Deb,
Aye.
all ayes.
Okay. Okay, the next one is appointment of the new town clerk. We did We did have 2 applications, and as you know, Norm, did resign from his position as supervisor and stepped in as deputy clerk with Denise until the 1st of May. So now I would like to appoint Norm Kummer as our new town clerk.
And how long is the appointment for?
Well, we don't,
I think it's a 1-year.
1 year.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion then to approve the appointment for Norm Kummer as new town clerk for 1 year.
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to appoint Norm Kummer as the town clerk for 1 year. Is there any discussion? Okay.
Deb,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Carolyn,
Aye,
Joe?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you.
you're in.
You're stuck.
Thank you. You're stuck. Now Denise is going to, you're kind of switching roles, is that correct? She will now be your deputy clerk to help you
As
through
early as
all this
tomorrow.
transition. Okay. Okay, I need to reappoint John Bajowski. He isn't here, but he is the only one that was up for reappointment for the Plan Commission. So I would like to appoint John Bajowski for the Plan Commission. And I think that's a term of 3 years.
Yeah.
So, is
You
there a
need a
motion?
motion? I make the motion to reappoint John Majowski on the planning commission for a 3-year term.
I'll second that.
The motion has been made to reappoint John Bajowski to the Plan Commission for a term of 3 years. Any discussion? Okay, Norm?
Joe?
Aye.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Deb?
Aye.
Okay. And the new Planning Commission, that will be the next meeting.
Over that
Commissioner.
new gal,
Hmm?
that gal that wants to be on there.
Yes. Mhm. Okay, the town supervisor's appointments. We usually do the appointments this time of year. I think that we will have, Deb, you will be the buildings and grounds again.
Mhm.
Dave, highway. Joe, you had the
OH permits, so that's so far.
permits, and I would like, and since Gary is new coming in on this, I have a job for the 2 of you, maybe can work together. We've got a real problem with this town hall, and we've got mold growing in the inner office, in the bathroom. The roof of the shingles are all over the place. And we have no drainage from around it, so there's going to be, what I would like the 2 of you to work together and is come up with the research of how we're gonna move forward and when and what we're gonna do with this building,
Repair, replace.
whatever. So,
New boss.
yay, very good, thank you.
I can sew a note.
Okay, all right.
Move it to higher ground.
Yeah, okay. And I will remain on the garbage committee, which meets quarterly. Our ordinances are complete. In the newsletter, Norm, you did a very good job with that before. I'm hoping that you would continue to help
Sure.
with that. And maybe Gary, I could get you to help him with that also. Just collecting the articles and so forth, and then he can put them together. Okay? Okay,
Website?
the website. Well, Deb, do you need?
Thanks, Deb.
Sure.
Nice
Thank you.
try.
Yeah, right.
You didn't mention
Jerry
that
was
with
ready to
buildings
move
and
on.
grounds, and I thought,
Yeah, you thought
It
you were
wasn't
gonna
gonna
win
stop
out,
there, was
sorry,
it?
I should have left it out there.
Yeah, you should have,
No,
yeah.
Norm would have just typed it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay.
Minutes. Now, we need to do the oath of office for Norm and Gary. So, Gary, you wanna come forward and Norm can do the oath with you and then we'll do the oath with Norm.
Your right hand, sir.
State of Wisconsin, Marathon County, I, Gary Franz, have been appointed to the office of Town Board Supervisor. I swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin, and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Signature, please. I need to read that.
You need to read it.
Put your right hand up.
Yeah, there we go.
State of Wisconsin, Marathon County, I, Norm Comer, having been appointed to the office of town clerk of the town of McMillan, swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin, and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Thank you. Okay. Anything else?
Norm and Joe and I went to Towns Association meeting, and here's a suggestion maybe for next year for annual meeting. The K-9 unit was there, and that was really good. That was a hit with all the people that were there. I mean, that was
amazing.
That was a smart dog and an excellent trainer. And there's
Yes,
there's
gentlemen.
three of them in Marathon County. What were some of the statistics? I was going to bring along. 70% of the
There's
people
about 275 people in Marathon County Jail right now. 70% of them are in there some reason or another because of drugs.
right. They're either got caught with drugs directly, or they were stealing to support their habit of drugs. And that dog worked with that officer. There was probably, 60 or 70 people there, and came in the door, and that dog was focused on the master and what his job was to do, and it didn't pay any attention to anybody that was there. It was really kind of amazing. And they had some marijuana, and they stashed it behind one of the voting booths. And when he told that dog to search, demeanor changed immediately. Sat down, and it was just, before it was wiggling around, and it was really amazing. Once it scented it, that was it. And this one came out of Indiana.
I think so, isn't
The dog was born in Brazil
Right.
and was sent to a kennel in Indiana, and that's where he went down there and he trained with these dogs. They get trained with these officers, and they basically are life partners. If the dog is only a year or two old, and for some reason the officer transfers or wants to leave or wants to get out of it, they can retrain the dog, but they almost never do. The dog almost always goes with the officer. Even if he retires, the dog retires also.
Life expectancy is, 7 to 9 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Around 7
As much
years.
as they use them. Is that
And it
one?
was $18,000 each of them. We got 3 of them in Marathon County. And-
One they got free,
Right.
almost free, because one of the officers, I believe it was an officer from Stevens Point, because or from Portage County, because one of the officers is named Strike, so I assume that's Stevens Point. But he transferred to Marathon County, and the dog came along, so they picked up an extra one. There are a total of, was it 15 or 18 in Marathon County, Wausau, I think Rothschild and Schofield each has one too. And maybe Westman. But between all of those, Marathon County and those individual municipalities, there's somewhere around 15 to 20.
Wow. I know Rick had brought that up at the annual meeting. He said that was
Really
almost
good.
unbelievable.
Yeah, demonstration was very
Well,
good.
maybe
The
we can.
only thing about it, if you're gonna do that at a meeting, you have to plan for it. It's, he had told Sheriff Parks, this officer had told Sheriff Parks when he did it, he had about a half-hour presentation, and it was, I think it was going on an hour and a half. But nobody complained, it was fabulous, it was just fabulous.
I was telling Gus, our constable, about this, and he would like to have a dog. No.
Yeah, he'd like an SUV.
I think that's why he asked.
That
me.
was an SUV?
He wants an SUV with bells and whistles on it, so,
Oh,
yeah.
that's what it was. Okay.
Also, so, well, maybe we can certainly inquire, maybe would people like to have something like that at the annual meeting?
Or any other time, it was just an idea, I just thought it was,
Well, it's when you would want people there.
right, yeah.
Yeah, so,
It's must have to do that like on a maybe Saturday afternoon, just have a special presentation. It wouldn't have to be during the meeting. You know, have them come out and.
This gentleman did such an excellent job.
Mhm.
I just don't know how you get people to come to it, even our annual meeting, what do we have this year, 20 people?
Right.
Yeah, 28, I think
maybe
it was.
Fall Fest.
Well, this might be a good time to bring them out.
Yeah.
They
I
could
will
do,
make a note.
come on, Lori, write it down.
I know.
Okay, yeah, it really, because it's,
Well,
the drugs have become so
Mm.
bad that.
Maybe we don't want to do that during Fall Fest.
Would you do it early in the
Absolutely.
You're busy, no,
That was one of his comments, though, I said, before we start,
Yeah,
does anyone want to leave?
they've already taken your car.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, so, okay. All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I so moved.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
My new list.
Okay, Gary, here's a couple of things that were.
Jill Belvedere got a new name now.
Oh, yeah, but you know what, that isn't all finalized yet.
$50.
We'll see what. So, here is a list of firefighters